Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, we're on the way. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, a player that's very much moulded in the role of the traditional Spanish number 5 is Rodri. He certainly has the sort of physique that would allow him to do the job. He has both the muscle and the brains to provide the creative and defensive support whenever necessary.
He would be the obvious choice. Real chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Borussia Dortmund with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. The referee's awarded a free kick. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. First quarter of an hour gone. And this is Berbatov. Picked out brilliant. Big chance! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
Barcelona have penetrated for the first time.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And this is Inzaghi, played back. Tonali. And the counter is on. And this is Messi. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, look at the space here. And he's there to belt it away. And reclaimed it in a trice. Otto does well to get it back. Oh, good-looking ball. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. And it's Messi. Berbatov. And the shot! Oh, the ball. In he goes again. Oh, taken with style. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
And he's decided to go for it.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Messi. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Inzaghi. It's a searching pass, and he's picked out the run. Berber, there's the shot! Oh, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Barcelona sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. Here we go again then. Well, that has not gone well. Howson.
They'll want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And he's managed to get free. Borussia Dortmund can breathe again. Just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Conte is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. And that has put paid to that. Conte.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Bale. Cruyff. And it's Cruyff. Conte. And this is Romario. Shoots! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Conte. And he's intervened well there. Knocks it into space. Otto made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully. And it's Messi. Messi looking to penetrate opposition lines. That's a little off target. And here's Messi. No foul, says the referee. Neymar. No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Darwin. Nunez is flagged offside. Barcelona have time on their side now, as well as a 2-goal lead. It is just about done. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Romario. Owen. Xavi Alonso. Jordan Henderson. Carvajal. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Barcelona have their second corner now. Firm header just off target.
He did so well there. It's just a shame about the accuracy.
Corner number 3 coming up. Messi with the short one. Gets a good foot in there. Rodri. Added time going up here. It's 3 minutes. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, we're on the way. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, this guy, Manuel Neuer, claimed once that he had a catalogue in his head of all opponents. You won't think it, but there's so much detailed work behind everything he does. This is what keeps him ahead of his opponents and his contemporaries.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Messi. Now it's Berbatov. Messi. And this is Messi. Can he finish? That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
They've played it short. Messi. And now they can spring out of defence. No, no way through. Messi. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. It's their second corner of the game. And he's taking no chances there. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, this looks sharp. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. So it is still 0-0. Good running, strong and purposeful. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Threads one in. Oh, he's been caught on it here. That's the keeper's ball. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Nicely weighted ball. And that pass just didn't quite work. They get a throw in. Odo. And it's made its way to him. And he's cut it out. Busquets. And it's Bale. Now it's Berbatov. Messi. Rummenigge. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Messi. That is a brilliant interception. Messi is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Berbatov.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Dixon. That's Busquets. Vieira. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Barcelona are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Xavi Alonso. Odo. Looking to play him in. And here's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Busquets. Zico, the specialist in tearing teams apart.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Still absolutely nothing to report here goals-wise. Busquets. Zico. And here's Forlan. Now it's Messi. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Cannavaro. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Rummenigge. Xavi Alonso. And it's Bale. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And that is expertly dealt with. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And smartly this time, surely! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Well, they're definitely intent on winning it, and they've come close. Just wondering how many more chances they can have. One, maybe two, realistically.
Well, that has not gone well. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Barcelona have reclaimed it. Rummenigge. A probing pass. is through here.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle.
And that's that. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And that gets things running.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costacurta.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less glamorous members of the Milanese elite from the 1990s.
Yeah, but ability-wise, I think he was on a par with the rest of them. And his tactical versatility means the centre-back, full-back.
Sweeper, defensive midfield player.
Yeah, and we shouldn't forget his outstanding vision and confidence on the ball being almost as important as what he did at the back.
And it's Messi. And this is Berbatov. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Quick look, then plays it in. That's really well cleared.
This is the time you need that pace.
And here's Berbatov. He has a look up. This might spell danger. Borussia Dortmund choosing to make the first change. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Bale is, of course, well known for his dancing feet.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Played out towards the right wing. Otto puts the ball in. No. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Some first half thoughts?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And the second half gets underway.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Xavi Alonso. Pedri, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Xavi Alonso. Messi. And it's Otto. Ball is over the line. And it's Messi. Odo. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Bale. Climbs up big! Oh, he's hit the bar! There will be a throw-in. Well, they continue each to cancel the other out. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Rodri. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
And the through ball. Oh, super ball! Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Raul. Messi is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Now he's off and running.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Messi. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Forlan. Now that looks a decent ball.
Borussia Dortmund really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Forlan. Xavi Alonso. He's on it. Can he get away? And it's Bale. Bale gets into some space. And this is Kane. Now it's Forlan. Can he get it through? Well, that's beautifully weighted.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's picked it up out wide. Shot a goal! Oh, that's incredible! And that might well be that! One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Well,
And that will be the final act. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Applies the finish! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, there's the clearance. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. So what can they make of this? And here's Rooney. Strokes it back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, this guy, Son, is one of the quickest players around at this level, and he uses it to great effect. His willingness to run at and beyond defences just adds to that raw pace, and it'll mean he'll always be a threat here.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that was vital. Plays a sharp little ball here. Xavi Alonso. Neither side yet able to find the net. He's gone for goal! Sensational from Rivaldo! About as smooth as it gets. And it's Borussia Dortmund who take the lead. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Borussia Dortmund are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, this will...
He gets big! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Roberto Carlos is always looking to play quality ball. Oh no, this does not look good. Oh, that's fabulous. And a chance! It's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Barcelona grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
That is a crunching tackle. And the first 45 minutes are up. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far. So it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And we are back on the way.
Barcelona are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Nice sequence of passes, this. Otto. Rui Costa can so cleverly bypass the press. Xavi Alonso. Great vision. It's played through for him. That is good alertness. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And it's Xavi Alonso. Bale. Aimed beyond the defence. Now can he find a finish? And this is Bale. Terrific header. And another try. Goal! Barcelona! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And we have our very first corner. Howson with the clearance. That's a throw. That's good play. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
No, he wasn't going to be fooled.
Borussia Dortmund really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Baresi. Played back in. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Raul. Cruyff. Looking to be a menace in the final third. Howson was in no mood for any of that. Bale. Carvajal. Is there any support? He might not need it. Now the cross. Big header! They just took too long getting forward.
Peter, the best counter-attacks are pacey and incisive. We know that, and that one never really got going. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. And it's lofted through here. Cannavaro demonstrating his defensive quality there. Rijkaard kept his eye on it, and he's there. And that's it. Barcelona have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Borussia Dortmund with the corner. They're first. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Xavi Alonso wins the duel this time. Takes on his marker. Nah, he's had it taken off him. And it's Messi. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he cuts out the supply. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Otto. Can he get it through? I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Barcelona, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Rivaldo going face-to-face with his great rival. Xavi Alonso. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that was vital. Xavi Alonso. Xavi Alonso. Bale. That's very neat. Taken off it pretty forcefully. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. It's Rui Costa! Rui Costa! Explosive! A finish of true class! And it's Borussia Dortmund who take the lead. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle. So, what can they come up with here?
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
And that should get the job done.
Barcelona truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
He's found a way through. Now, the ball's gone astray. Messi, very much a man of this moment. And he was quick to react. And here's Rui Costa. Tries a deft little ball. Bale. And that's been into... And it's half-time here. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So off we go once more.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Nice control. A corner it is then. It's their second corner of the game. Howson gets rid without sophistication. And it's Roberto Carlos. No outsmarting him this time. And now they can spring out of defence. Now there's a fine ball. He goes for a shot! He scores! Barcelona are back in business. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Kane demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Barcelona grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Oh, really well played.
Decent progress down the left. Delivered with swing. And that has been clubbed away. Now it's Messi. Lovely feet. Oh, that's well done. Really robust. Kane. Cruyff quietly revving up. Yamal. Just about up to 75 minutes. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Barcelona really will have to throw everything at this now. Tries to play it through. Real chance! Goal! Barcelona! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. So we have a breakthrough. Now, how will things develop from here?
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
Cole. Neymar. Ah, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. And he's in on goal. And it's Xavi Alonso. Good ball, good take. Oh, there's a probing ball.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Neymar! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
All hands on deck for this one. This could be their final throw of the dice. The message is simple: defend this with your lives. Khan gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And there goes the final whistle. Barcelona have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure.